The catastrophe and its consequences. Love for the neighbor. You are all returning to the condition of the most primitive lifestyle, for only by that it is possible to get you to serve in love for the neighbor, which alone can redeem you. To all people is now given the opportunity to work in love, but the free will is decisive as to how far the opportunity is utilized. And thus mankind is out to again create improved life conditions, and just according to the will of the individual with just or unjust means that, for there will be just a few serving but most of them letting themselves be served and at the expense of the neighbors to again attain prosperity, even though for a short time only, for very soon the end will follow. But the preceding to the end is set from eternity. A partial destruction of inconceivable extent affecting vast areas of land and demanding countless human lives. So, for these people then the end has come, however, as a result of that their souls will enter the beyond yet. The last hour for this world has not yet come, where also the portals to the spiritual kingdom will be shut. But to the survivors is yet granted a last reprieve. An exceedingly hard earthly life that may still be called a time of grace, though, that yields an increased maturity to many who are still of good will. The great happenings, actually, should get all people thinking and have them seek contact with God, but there are just a few who draw an advantage for their soul from that by entrusting themselves to their Creator and Father from eternity and asking Him for mercy and help. And to all those help shall be granted. For the misery will be big and so general that help from the outside cannot be expected. Only mutually people can help each other, and in this love for the neighbor they will be strongly supported from above. They will be able to manage jobs that are actually beyond their strength. Yet the will to help will bring them extraordinary supply of strength. The will to help will have a blessed effect also on themselves, so that the helpful person receives spiritually and physically what he or she is willing to pass on, and thus one's own need is removed by that as well. The power of faith and love will visibly appear, and every person can ease one's lot by readily remembering one's neighbor and not just one's own need. It's for the sake of reviving love this great need comes upon you, because only love can redeem you, and it continuously keeps cooling off the closer it is to the end. And whoever is still capable and willing to love won't be crushed down by the need, but they will overcome it by virtue of one's love for the neighbor. Still, there will be great sorrow everywhere. People will get torn apart, they won't have contact with each other anymore, and everyone is now offered the opportunity to devote all one's energies for the ease of the surrounding plight. And man can accomplish a lot if just calling upon God for support and having a desire of help for others. But whoever makes use of one's neighbor and tries to take advantage of his need for one's own self will, at the end, be counted to the ones to be swallowed up by the earth at the last day. He will be counted to the ones to be damned because they turned into true devils and will have to share his, Satan's, wages, who will be put in bondage and be again banned in the new earth for an endless long time. Amen.